So hi guys, and welcome back to Boat McRill. In this week's episode we are continuing with some fairing up front and then also some fairing alongside the starboard side, and then we go inside and put in the knees, or the floors that some people call them, the triangular shaped pieces that I cut out in an earlier movie. In this episode you can see how I cut out the new ones out of 2 centimeters thick foam that I put fiberglass on both sides. I'm gonna remove this peel pipe that I have here, sand off a bit and put on some fairing. In this week's episode I'm using Nils Malmgren Fairing 206 Easy. This one comes in, I think it's 2.5 kilo packages. I get that from Epoxy Online, and check out the link down below if you want to get some stuff from them. This is a fairing that's a two-part fairing. You have the hardener and of course the fairing compound. You mix this 100 grams with 18.8 grams of the hardener. It's pretty easy to use. In this case I mixed up a 200 gram batch with about 40 grams of the hardener, and I'm gonna mix this up and start doing the fairing. I've already wiped this off with acetone, and here's the mixed fairing. Just stroking this out as even as possible. So okay guys, welcome back to the workshop. What I got here is one of the two old knees that I took out earlier. This one was made out of, looks like 16 or 18 millimeter plywood. Of course, during the years there has been some water intrusion into this too, and it's still kind of wet and smells a bit murky here and there. We cut out two templates that I tested. They are a little bit oversized, but that's because I want to be able to do some minor modifications later on up in the boat. What I have here is a Divinicel MX77. It's a foam board, and I've put a couple of layers of fiberglass on both sides. I'm going to use polyester resin with some carboxyl or silica. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill this area pretty well. Put these guys down here. Just let them sit here till they cure. Come back, glass the inside here on all sides so they are really well attached to the hull. So then guys, might be hard to see this, but down in here right now I got my 2 new knees or floors that someone calls them, and they are just glued down here with the thickened polyester that I put in here a couple of days ago. They need to be tabbed in with fiberglass and polyester resin. So I'm gonna start with this first one. So this is the result of last night's late fiberglass work. These guys are now glassed in there or tabbed in there. As you might see right here, I have a blue little line here. That's the mark for where I need to cut these floors or knees because they became a little bit too high. So I'm pretty sure I need to lower this one at least another half to 1 centimeter or something like that. That's just how close as I can get with this little kind of primitive way to do this when the floors are already in place. The forward one got a little bit too low, but I can fix that by filling up the gap with thick epoxy or something like that when I put a new sole in here. So that's not a huge issue. When I put in the new sole, I'm also gonna tab the sole to the knees or to the floors. So if you enjoy this channel, please check out some of my other videos. I got a playlist coming up here right beside me right now, and that's last year's playlist if you haven't seen that. And there's also a playlist for all of this year. Please check the videos out. And of course, if you like this video, please consider giving me a little like. Hit the subscription button down here on your right side. And of course, put a notification bell on all so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And by that, for this week, I say thank you for watching. Take care out there and see you next week.